Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to replace, or actually remove, the battery out of my 2020 Lowrider S for winter storage. So without further ado, let's dig right into it. Alright guys, so what we need here is the 5/32 Allen wrench to take the side cover off. Now, for complete transparency, I have not taken the battery out of this bike yet, or this model, so we're going to do this together, and it's actually our first time. Yep, last year I did not remove the battery. I stored it in the bike during the winter. Yeah, I kept the trickle charger on it, but the problem is, as I can tell, that I've lost battery life or battery strength. So I want to make sure I don't make that mistake again. So we got the cover off. Now this little cover just pops right up. And here we have it. We have access to our battery, it looks like here. And I'm going to have to investigate and see what we need to do to get this thing out, because we do have some wires, some clips here in the way. It does slide out from the side. So, sorry kicking that around. But we'll take a look at it and we'll do it together. Alright guys, so what did I do here? Well, I moved this wiring bundle out of the way, which is this clip right here. And also I disconnected the wheel speed sensor for the ABS in the back. Now there's a clip down here on the bottom, a silver clip, that you just got to pop that off. And again, I have not done this yet. This is my first time, so we're actually learning how to do this together. I'm going to remove my vented dipstick just so I can have more access to what's going on. I'm sure you guys don't have to do that either, but I'm a firm believer, if it's in my way, move it. So, and again, this clip on the bottom is a silver clip. That moved right out of the way. And pick up on this, I believe. Oh, I gotta get rid of the negative ground. Hold on. So I got my 10mm ratcheting wrench here, and in pure Harley-Davidson form, they certainly didn't make this easy. The older Dynas and Softails, they were a lot easier to get to the batteries. And you would figure something as common as a maintenance item like a battery, they would have made it easier to get out, but they didn't. I guess they're trying to make it harder for people to work on their own bikes and do their own thing, so people have to bring it to the dealerships to get work done. All right, so here we go. Take our negative battery cable off and out of the way. And let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, we're getting there. All right. Inside of here, there's a clip that's really not easy to get to undo it. It looks like I'm trying to figure it out. Let me figure it out. All right, there's also another clip on the inside that you'll have to wrestle with, as I found out, and still fighting to get this thing out. There we go. And this is where one clip is, and this is where the other clip is, and that's where that is to come out. Now, to get to our positive cable, which is connected, it's on the other side of the battery. And I'm trying to figure out how to get the easiest way of getting this battery out and that done. I guess I could go from the top of the battery, from the top down here with a socket and extension. Let me do that. All right, I got the positive cable undone. I did have to use an extension with a socket and a ratchet to get down there, but you got to be careful so you don't touch any other metal. and trying to see how this actually comes out. They don't make it easy on you. Thank you, Harley Davidson, for not making this easy for me. Let me work on this, guys. Let's do this together. Well, you know, I'm looking at this going, wow, if I ever need to change this starter, this battery's got to come out too, which isn't fun. Yeah. Well, there's a clip on the other side that holds the top of that battery that keeps me from tilting it up, and the front of this has got a lip on it that keeps me from tilting it out. Then there's a lip on the outside of it that keeps me from pulling it. Boy, I don't think they could have made this any harder. Let me wrestle with this. We'll talk about it afterwards. Okay, after much struggling, and I'm telling you, struggling, I got the battery this far. And I'm going to point out where the problems are when doing this. Oh, look at that. There's a little strap to help pull it out. That was buried underneath the battery. But you got a lip inside of here. Let's see if I can get the camera off and I can show you. All right. You guys see that lip right there? I'll point it out right here. This lip right there rests on top of the battery. This lip right here presses up against the battery. This little lip right here, my finger is, that up against the battery. So you got to get the battery up over that lip, slide it out, comes up against your brake line, and then from there, you're going to grab the top of the battery and pull it out towards you. And after I did all that, I was able to get the battery out. Now, just for the sake of not losing any parts or anything like that, I'm going to put this here back together. So when comes time, I will be able to, you know, pull everything apart, get my battery out, and or put my battery back in and be ready to ride in the springtime. So we're going to route our ABS wire like it was. This way, you know, between now and the springtime, I will most likely forget. You know, I have that problem with some stuff. All right, we're gonna get our wiring bundle back here. Or back in, I should say. And let's see, you are on there, you will go there, and then you clip right in. There we go. We'll put our dipstick back in. And we'll connect the vented dipstick. Guys, if you haven't invested in a vented dipstick for your M8, you're missing out. I mean, it helps out a lot with your sumping issues. Also, believe it or not, guys, you know, whether you believe me or not, it does matter to me, but I actually noticed a difference, because what happens is you're venting out all that pressure that's being created by the lower end faster than what is being vented out through the carburetor, you know, through the top of the heads and through the carburetor. So it actually makes a big difference. I believe in it. I think you guys should look into that yourselves. All right. So our battery is out. I've already did the stay bill And I did a little bit of the, darn it, I forgot to put this in. Did a little bit, I put some octane booster in there as well, trying to keep up the octane. I did run the fuel for about, a 10-minute ride, trying to get that fuel stabilizer and the octane booster and all that into the fuel injection. And I believe I did that. So that's good. All right. There we go. That's where it belongs. Now we can put this back together. And then I could take the battery with one of my chargers. I have two 1-port chargers as well as my 4-port charger for batteries. So I'm going to take the two 1-port chargers, bring those down to the basement, and with the batteries. And that's where the batteries will live all winter long. Now, yes, I still have my Lowrider S. My 2020 CVO Road Glide. That is still ready to go for the season. So, I still got a bike to ride. All right, everybody. That's it for this video. Hopefully you found it as informative as I did. Like I said, I never removed the battery out of this style Softail. Word sucked today. And I learned a lot from it. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this as well and learned something too. All right, guys, until the next one, live the best life you can. Ride often and ride hard.
Like and subscribe to Dr. Harley. Subscribe, Dr. Harley.